Chapter 2, Mishnah 1. If someone finds a lost object, there are times when he must announce what he found and try to return it to the owner. And there are times when he may keep it for himself. See the introduction to this chapter. The first Mishnah lists items that a finder may keep and does not have to announce. Which found objects are the finders to keep, and which found objects must he announce and try to return to their owner? These are the found objects that a finder may keep. If he found scattered produce, or scattered coins which have no siman, or he found small bundles of grain stalks in a public area where they get kicked or stepped on by the people passing by and lose any siman they may have, or round cakes of pressed figs, or loaves of bread from a baker, or strings of fish, or slices of meat, or fleeces of raw wool that come from the province without having been processed, or ordinary bundles of flax fibers, or tongues of purple wool. All of these are his to keep because they have no siman, and their owner gives up hope of getting them back. These are the words of Rebbe Meir. According to Rebbe Meir, even if there is something irregular about these objects that might serve as a siman, if the irregularity could have occurred on its own, as in the following cases, so that the owner may not have known about it, it is not considered a siman, and the finder may keep the objects. The next Tana disagrees. Rabbi Yehuda says anything that has some irregularity in it, the finder must announce in public and return it to its owner, even if the irregularity may have occurred on its own and not through the owner. For example, if he found a round cake of pressed figs with a piece of pottery in it, or a loaf of bread from a baker with coins in it, he must announce his find and try to return it to the owner. Although it is quite possible that the broken piece of pottery got stuck in the cake of pressed figs without the owner's knowledge, and that the coins fell into the dough accidentally, Rabbi Yehuda considers these things as siman, since the owner might be aware of them, and use them to identify the lost cake or loaf. Therefore, the finder must announce these items and try to return them to the owner. The rule is that if a Torah scholar says that he recognizes a lost item as his, we return it to him even if he cannot provide any specific siman. This is because a Torah scholar can be trusted not to lie about recognizing an item. Thus, in a place where Torah scholars live, a person who finds something must announce his find even if it has no obvious siman. The next Tana will explain that even in such a place, it is not necessary to try and return every found object. Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar says, any new and unused vessels which the eye of the owner has not yet grown accustomed to, and which he can therefore not recognize, the finder is not obligated to announce finding them. Rather, they are his to keep, even in a place where there are Torah scholars.